with your mother, an anthropologist in Central Australia, seems a long way to Silicon Valley, as you said. But I've always felt that technology often outstrips our imagination or understanding of how to use it. That we race ahead with capabilities and functionalities that we don't quite understand. And it's your insight, your understanding of us, of humans, of humanity, that enables you to craft that future with the extraordinary technology that your company produces. So tell all of us, how does a nice anthropologist like you end up in a place like this?
And well, I like that you think I'm a nice anthropologist. Well, I told you, part of the answer involves a man in a bar.
Yeah.
But
It's like the beginning of a joke.
And it's not a very good one. I think, for me, part of the kind of the compelling force of taking me to Intel, so I'd been a professor at Stanford. Shout out to Stanford for the Stanford people in the room. Yay, exactly. Yay. I'd been a professor at Stanford and I loved teaching. There was something extraordinary about having a classroom full of bright, earnest faces. And when Intel came knocking and asked me to come to them, I said no. And I actually said no for 7 months. And every month they would call me and say, have you changed your mind? And I'd be like, no. And there was a moment in what I think in these days now is a bit of a courtship, where I realised that the other thing that makes us Australians, and you in some ways know this better than many of us, is that we are willing to reinvent ourselves. We're willing to make tremendous pivots in where we have come from and what we care about and how we want to take those preoccupations and apply them to something new. And whilst I loved teaching and it was a way to make the world a better place, I looked at a company like Intel that was in the middle of the biggest technological transformation of my lifetime. And I thought, they need people like me in that conversation too. We shouldn't be leaving the future entirely up to engineers. Because whilst I love engineers, I say that, I said not entirely.
What are you doing? There's going to be a walkout here.
No. So let me be clear. My mother is an anthropologist, but my father and both of my grandfathers were engineers. So, I know you
Some
people.
of your best friends are engineers.
Yes, in fact.
Yeah, that's very good.
But I figured, one anthropologist and 60,000 engineers, I couldn't do too much damage.
Well.
Or not.
It is fantastic. I mean, it's that humanity, that understanding that provides what I think is actually the scarcest resource, which is the technological imagination. Technology we have in abundance. It's that humanity and imagination that is hardest to find. So, anyway, congratulations.
Thank you.